Welcome back, YouTube. We are continuing MSQ in Heavensward. We just fought one of the Heavensward here in front of the Forgotten Knight with Hilda and Lucia, Alphanode, and Tataru and bystanders standing by. Fight's over, and Hilda has agreed to fight alongside with us. So let's speak with Hilda now. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses. That much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that. Nonsense. If not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. Reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing at first. But then I heard how he lost his head. My next guess would be the Heavensward. That way they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom. Slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, so they have been forced to improvise. Fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the High Houses away from the city, and to do that we need the cooperation of your allies in the service. What makes you think I have friends in high places? Would be fools not to. Given your goals, lowborn knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear, but it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, the massing of heretics for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Huh. Spread false reports of an attack to get him out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the High Houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. And it is decided. To the vault. The Archbishop must be held to account. The Lord Commander granted his liberty. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives: rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces. Into two parties. Stinian and I will make ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light, together with Lord Horshaphon and Master Alphanode. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even unto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what needs to be done. Oh, where to? Okay. All right. Pillars. Oh, you know what? Let me pick up Dark Knight real quick. So that we have it for, Shadowbringers. The others are in position, Master Mask. I will send word once you and your party have entered. It's time! And with that, Signals, I need to pause real quick. We'll come back once we have either a light party or we have our Q-pop. Alrighty, and we've got a healer and a tank. So we should be able to just get right into it. There it is. We enter the vault. Damn. How are you gonna have a congregation locked behind? What? That's wild to me. Yes, and also we are being helped again by FC members. We've got Glenn, aka Ananas, and Bunny, aka Zaya. Thank you guys for the instant queue. I was gonna say fast queue for the instant queue. Target the Deacon. Gonna look around our surroundings while I spam AoEs. Mr. Adolfo, I trust you know your lives are forfeit. Actually, I hope you understand. I didn't mean to backflip there, but you know what? It worked out. Oh shit. Did you just transform? It's just like, it's like how you transform into a dragoon, to a dragon, but not really. This limit break. Withdraw to the inner sanctum, he says. We climb. We climb here. Grab some chests here. Went the wrong way. We're in the Chantry Cloister now, heading towards the inner sanctum. Here's the lift. Ah. Things are making sense now. Statues just came to life. Face of the hero. To the elevator. To the inner sanctum. Ooh, the court. I've never noticed the courtyard. That's actually really pretty out there. And then these two giant freaking chess pieces. Sir Grinal, the Bull. I remember your name. I remember seeing your name. Oh, you were the one that accused the homies. I remember you. That's so weird. Yeah, what power? I want to know how y'all turned in big. It's the Asians, or is it the dragon blood? No. I used it too late. If even arm's length could do anything there. Gonna save the limit break. Get an LB2. I've never seen that formation before. Time is on our side. We will meet again. more faces of the heroes. Oh, where are we headed next? You move to the Hall of the Spear. Okay. Gonna grab this chest piece. The Rotunda. More statues are about to come to life. Gargoyles. Ooh. Oh my gosh. We are at the tippy top. Oh, that's the one that we faced at the Forgotten Night. It's a chatterbot. I think I saw the Archbishop too at the top of those stairs right there. More statues. I don't think we're gonna get into LB2. Get destroyed.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
An airship, huh? I was gonna say, who's flying the airship?
Please!
Dang, he called out to him like that?
For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
It's weird seeing him yell. He's usually soft-spoken.
The very pillars of our society, our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years. A fool to the last.
Look out!
Dang, adding the blood is crazy.
Go. Asisla awaits.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Lord Orchefon!
Maybe that's where the Asians are? Yeah, the Heavensward are kind of punk bitches.
It's no good. The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of...
Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
I know not what to say. The others, they are gathered at Fort Thames Manor. The others are... Please enter.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling.
Dang, you just gonna use his words? Alright, that stung a little.
Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
I could not stand there in silence, but when all others had forsaken us, Lord Horschiefant took us in. Our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. He did his utmost to raise our spirits so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction, so that we might face them as knights. We must press on with our mission. Tataru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Knight. Let us go and speak with Sir Emmerich MSQ. I worry for his well-being. He's not in his usual spot. There's a thing over here. No, Sins of Antiquity. That's... What is this way? I don't know what that other thing is.
My friends, I am in your debt. Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
Yeah. We know what you mean.
founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire.
Oh?
If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Thank you. Slams desk.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horschiffon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Oh.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, so
Unbelievable.
they were channeling the 12 knights, the original 12?
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La.
Yeah, what is that?
Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
Master Playdrew, Master Alphanod, I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Or aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetuated. No more. Life for death. I will have Sir Zephyr's heart for what he did to Horschiffon. Yes, of course. You two were close, I know. Much has changed since our order's founding. Our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Amesk and I will stop them. God, sorry about that. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Gervanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I'd like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. MSQ, Master Alphanode, pray attend me outside. Very well. With me, MSQ. I believe we have much to discuss. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to climb Cloud Top on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Lan informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. And the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu Vanu and not easily accessible from Cloud Claptop, House Haliona has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, MSQ. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Sky Steel Manufactory. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. I know where to go. Yeah, I know where to go. Okay, we're here. What? This way. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. He was a good man. Sid, have you heard of Ezzy's Law? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he told MSQ, the Asians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the Ultima weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. Sorry, I had to read that again in my head. It's if we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. I mean, you did that technically. Well, but not you yourself, but the Mana Cutters, of which they were your Ironworks design, so I'd say, therefore, theoretically, you, henceforth, then technically did deliver us. Anyways. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. This way? Where does this even go? Furthest western? No. To the airship landing. I forget that there's an airship landing here. I guess there is technically every city-state. Boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say we are ready. That is, as soon as a certain... Pray forgive me my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Urianger and Rio are pursuing promising leads. Come, we can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, MSQ. Shall we get going?
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted.
Oh, there's an aetheryte here.
In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
Unexplored areas of the Sea of Clouds. New discoveries to be made. From here, Clamp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard. The Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant of Vanu scouts as well. Would rather avoid needless bloodshed. Alright, let's grab this Aether Current. I also want to check the map real quick. Yeah. We're on the top half now. Oh my gosh. Are we though? We're like mid, not even barely mid. You search the skies for the Soleil, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Do we have anything that we can wear that's new? Oh yeah, we do. Ooh, this is gonna be a lengthy thing, so we're gonna go ahead and end the block here. It's a little bit short for this one, but we're just not sure how long this is gonna be afterwards. So we'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. Please support the channel, please, please, please. If you've been watching thus far, how can you not? Right? How can you not?